Hello viewers and welcome to another Project Cars video. This time we're at Watkins Glen preparing to set off in the RUF, and this is running on the PC version. You can see the replay down there as well as the bumper cam view, give you all angles on the car. So away we go, and if you can run this at 60 frames per second, it's really worth it. The game just looks so smooth. Looks absolutely fantastic at 60 frames as we go into turn one. Bumping a little bit over the curbs there, but on our way. Keeping an eye out there, because you never know when there could be a car on your outside wanting to cut back on before working our way up the hill. And already there's a great feeling to this. I was racing this car, and I have to admit this was one of the best experiences I've ever had in a racing game, was racing this car around this circuit. And I did a few laps and just thought this feels absolutely fantastic. So my engineer's giving me some advice in the background. You can see those views on the replay cameras looking great there as well, giving it a real TV feel as we work our way down the hill. And I'm looking for an opportunity to pass the pack. They're all jostling for position at the moment. Now I've run it with the full amount of cars on the circuit. We can see here as well a big field of 20 plus cars, and everything's running really smoothly at the moment. Graphical settings I have on medium. It's not high graphical settings at the moment, but obviously I'm running the triple screens, and the triple screen implementation will come towards release. We're going up on the inside, not quite enough space to get on the power, keeping it clean. And already there's a great feeling through the suspension. I'm feeling the car, I'm feeling it lean on the tyres, I'm feeling the limit of grip building as we go round. Really nice to feel how I can get on the power. Looking for an opportunity to get past this guy in front. Great to see how the AI has improved so much since the early builds. Brake into turn one, you get a wheel on the inside. So you just want that one wheel on that lower part of the curb. If you hit the top part of the sausage curb, it can destabilise the car. You can lose a lot of speed through the section. Again here you can suffer some understeer, so you've got to cut in a little bit earlier than I would have sort of liked there, but either way I was committed to it. See if we can close up now on the next car in front. Not going to make it this time. They're very quick through the chicane here. So I'm taking a tighter line. That's partly down to the fact that it's easy to lose the car on the first part of that chicane. If you turn in too much, the back end can step out. So I'm being a little bit tentative, a little bit slow through that section. I'd need to do some more laps to sort of refine technique. This is a course that didn't necessarily appeal to me a few years ago, and it's sort of really grown on me in terms of the flow, the undulation, the positive camber of the corners. So my engineer's giving me some advice there. I'm going to brake on the inside there, made the apex nicely, and on the way. Do have to commit sometimes to some of these overtaking moves. But now I'm focused on the car in front, just learning how to take these corners quicker and quicker. You know, every time I've played Project Cars, the handling model has changed slightly, it's been refined. Sometimes it got better, sometimes it got worse, and it would almost put you off it when you'd driven a car and then they had done something which made it worse. And now I come on it now on this car, and it's absolutely fantastic. I played the Formula B, I played this. Both cars were a joy to play, and I play games like this and I realise, you know, this is why this game's going to be one I'm going to put a lot of time in over the next few years. You know, this is going to be a game that I intend to base down on and put a lot of time into. And it's, you know, I've seen behind the scenes the conversion, how it's improving on the PS4 and Xbox One. We'll have some videos on the Xbox One and PS4 version coming up within the next week, and you'll see all the improvements all the time. It may have been delayed by an extra few weeks, but the difference it will make to the final game is considerable, and either way it will be worth the wait if you're a racing fan. especially on the PS4, because obviously Gran Turismo is a long way off. But if Project Cars can keep PC fans happy, then it can keep anyone happy, I say. And if also the good news this week as well, that Fanatec wheels will also be compatible. So if you have your Fanatec wheel on console, that's going to be very handy for a lot of you who were considering the option of having to invest in a whole new wheel. You can see the car losing it slightly. I'm trying to get on the power a little bit quicker. So every lap, every corner, I've been trying to carry a bit more speed through the apex, get on the power a bit earlier. You can hear I'm braking earlier and accelerating right into the apex now to get the car balanced well for the straight. Just give me that extra couple of miles per hour on the inside, just alongside, but committed to the braking and sliding it round there nicely. And now focused on the next car ahead, trying to keep my foot down here, turning in really early. You see the understeer on that uphill section. Committed to the inside, it's a bit tight, but we're through. I'm not certain how much space I have here. You can see the AI there cutting the grass, trying to stay ahead. I was a little bit surprised by that at the time. I went up on the inside and thought, let's take him. No, we're waving around. We're only going to make contact. It's going to be over. So I had to back out of that one. Great to see the AI doing something completely unexpected there. You know, I was expecting the AI to just give me the apex as I was ever so slightly ahead. But he said no, drove round me and took a bit of grass as well. So now I'm looking to line myself up here. Again, get on the power early. See if I can get a bit closer here. Not as close as I'd like. Staying behind as long as possible. Committing, not quite close enough. So the AI is putting up a bit of a fight. It isn't on the hardest setting. And bearing in mind, obviously, I'm not a complete beginner at racing games. If you are getting into them, then there's going to be a challenge here. But obviously, the AI varies at the moment, car to car, circuit to circuit, still being improved. So coming around these final couple of corners and onto the final lap. Again, I've tried to get on the power nice and early. Not quite getting the speed I'd like. More slipstream. Still committing to braking though. I thought, no, I've got to do him here. Getting that wheel on the inside. Quick look in the mirror just to see if he was alongside or on the curbs, and away we go, focusing on the next car ahead. So this race was going really quickly for me. I was feeling the car. It was talking to me, and that's really great. You know, for the force feedback through the suspension, through the tyres. I was just simply enjoying driving this car around the circuit. You know, I'm the sort of person that could happily just sit there and do laps in this car with no other cars on track. It would probably make for thoroughly boring videos. I do have a few coming actually, even on console, just doing some time trials, but sometimes I just want to enjoy the driving without necessarily jostling for position all the time. And that's a really great feeling, because for me the racing games I've always enjoyed are the ones where I just say, do you know, I just want to do a time trial or a free race and just race round and round, and I can't get enough of it. You know, just improving section times, improving lap times. You know, that for me is a real joy. Then you take it to the races and you're so much quicker. A little bit tight there, but I knew he was on the final lap and I made it through. He wouldn't take no for an answer. But just a few more corners to go to finish this run on Project Cars. Thoroughly enjoyable, and I hope you've all enjoyed it at home. If there are circuits and cars you'd like to see, or other circuits in this car, do let me know, and I'll see if I can squeeze in some time to run some of those. Lots more Project Cars coverage to come, and as ever, there'll be more from me very soon.